Recording and rolling. Up and down the fingers. Hey, we're down here. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. Up to the knuckles and across. And we'll keep the ball in the palms, interlace the fingers, and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. Release. We'll go around the back. Switch. 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 Hinge at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. And put the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. And step on the ball in the middle of the foot, pressing down 3 times. Bring it up to the knuckles, press down once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball just below the ball of the foot and press at the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. 3, 2, 1, release. Reassess. Repeat on the other foot 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release. Get the ball out of the way, reassess the feet. And let's do some good mornings. And then shake the tree. 3, 2, 1, the center. Twist it the way, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to one side, gather starlight. And center. Gather from the other side. And center. Take some steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slap the opposite heel in front of you. And then behind you. And then take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk. Or march. Or jog. So it's Monday, back push day. Do them with or without weights or a bottle or anything in your hand. Doesn't matter. But there are a lot of squats, so I wouldn't do squats here to get the heart rate going. Anything else is good. Just be safe. Don't be afraid to do what you're doing. And I'm gonna have some rolling on the ball and the foam roller after class. Oops, that's a tail I was sticking on. Gonna get going in 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. 10. 20. And 30, 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers, bring the hands up. Come up on your toes if you can. Reach it up. Come on, back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. And then to the other. Back to center, lower your hands, push out at the chest. Come on down, interlace your fingers on your back and raise your hands up. Go a little higher. Come on down and shrug. Roll your shoulders back. And forward. Then your arms rotate. Go the other way. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring one arm across. Press in. And then the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. And release, squeeze. Release and squeeze. Release, grab both elbows, rock side to side. And stop and bring your elbows behind your head and move them back and forth. Bring the arms down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. and go ear to shoulder. And tuck in your chin. Look one way. Drop the chin to the collarbone. And then look up. Come back to center, still tucked, look the other way. Drop it. And look up. Gone back. Tuck it in and peck like a pigeon. And then do a side lunge. Lunge the other way. And come on up and grab a stick. We're going to do the gym stick routine, starting with dynamic swimmers over the head in one direction. And then the other. Bring the stick overhead and go side to side. And then bring it behind the back at the waist and twist at the waist. Drop the stick to just above the knees as you hinge at the waist. Bring your hands around front in between the knees and pull up. And then bring the stick out front. Hold on with two hands, step back, hinge at the waist, stretch the shoulders and upper body. Come on up, bring the stick across with one hand, the other hand comes underneath the armpit. Grab the shoulder, hinge at the waist, and tuck. Repeat the same thing on the other side. And then bring the stick to the side of one foot, push out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom as you hinge. And then repeat that on the other side. Come on up. Bring the stick forward, toes about 6 inches away, drop the top of the stick to the shoulders, to the collarbone really. Slide down the stick. Lift the sole of the foot and wiggle it. Come on up, repeat that stretch with the other leg. Come on up, rest the sole of the first foot against the stick. Stretch the calf. Repeat with the other foot. And come forward with one leg, the other leg, you're on your toes behind you. Come on down and stretch the hip flexors. Reverse the position of the legs. And come on up. Grab one foot by the shin, ankles, or toes. Stretch the quads. And then the other. And then bring one foot in front, press the knee towards the back, hinge slightly at the waist. Same thing with the other leg. And then come on back. You center, put the stick in front, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top. Come up on your toes for a second and back on your heels for a second. Rocking back and forth for about 20 times. $19 for me, and there is 20. All right, if you're gonna hold something in your hands to do the sack push or grab them. We're gonna have 4 moves, as always. We're gonna have 3 rounds. We're gonna do 10 reps on each. The moves are frontal raise, squat, around the clock, either outside or through the middle, and a press. We'll start slow and pick up speed each round. I'm going to start with the squats and move it around in sequence. Here we go, 10 of those. Breath raises. Breath. Around the clock. breath. And some presses. And come on down and take a few breaths. We're going to move squats into the number 2 position and pick up a little bit of speed on this round. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Breath. Squats. All right, we're halfway there. Take a breath. Round the clock, I'll go to the middle. And breath. And presses. And come on down and take a few breaths. We'll move squats in the number 3 position. And go even faster. In 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do 5 and 5. Squats. And finally, presses. And 10. All right. Whew. Very good. Let's really gather our breath because we're doing box breathing this week. That's 4 inhalations through the nose, to the belly, up to the chest. Hold for 4. Exhale through 4, either through the nose or the mouth. And hold for 4. If my pace is too fast or too slow, create your own. I'm going to do 7 rounds. Just try to keep the ratio of 4, 4, 4, 4. And here we go. Last one. And rub the hands together, cultivate chi. Form a chi ball. And center. 2 breaths. And open up our hearts. And then pause on this inhale. Exhale, send it out. And center. 2 breaths. Bring down chi from above. Yeah, look from below. And, all right. Namaste. There we go.
Thank you.
Jeannie, thank you. Good to see you. Ava, good to see you.
See you later, Tom.
And I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy Italy.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
I'm going to do some rolling. If anybody's sticking around on video or live, I'm going to get a ball. I'm going to get a roller. Ball. What's going on with the? Huh. Oh. Okay. All right. Going to take the ball. What are we going to do today? Let's do the lower body. Get some running. We're going to put it under the gluteus maximus and roll around looking for some tender spots. And then settling on the most tender of both, which is going to be right there on the settle. Whether it's the most or not, I don't know, but it's plenty tender. And I'm going to lean into it. Breathe into it. And then I'm going to go over to the gluteus medius on the side and up and do the same. There we go. Leaning in. Three, two, one. Same thing on the left glute. Maximus. And the knees. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna put the ball aside. Gonna get the roller. Put it around the pelvis. Come on up. Knees up, gonna go to the right side. And do 4 circles in one direction. And then 4 in the opposite direction. And then I'm going to do some bicycles, still leaning towards the right. And reverse. Then I'm going to go to the left side. Make sure the roller is secure and do 4 circles in both directions again. Reverse. Bicycles. Reverse. And come center, again, adjust the roller if you need to. Gonna do 4 figure 8s with the knees. Starting in one direction for 4 and then. Did I say 4? Did I say, we're doing 8? And then we'll go lead the other way for the other 3. It's 4. Start going the other way. And that's the bicycles. And reverse. And then I'm gonna come up and go on the side. And roll from the hip down to the just above the knee along the TFL. Come over a little bit onto the quad. And then I'm going to repeat on the other leg. 3, 2, 1. All right. That should do it. Thank you. See you all tomorrow.